This vehicle was carrying 6 soldiers when the right rear tire blew out. The ruptured tire was underinflated and damaged from a previous impact, which caused the steel belts to separate from the tire. Lack of maintenance and haphazard inspection procedures allowed this mishap to occur. If the tires were thoroughly inspected, an abnormal wear pattern would have been detected. This is a common scenario. Tires are the most neglected components on any vehicle. Vehicle control is based on traction. Traction is the ability of the tire to grip the road. The purpose of this videotape is to enhance the operator's ability to detect tire problems. Refer to the vehicle's technical manual for inspection intervals, pressures, and tread depths. Discussion will focus on construction, failure identification, and inspection procedures. Tires are composed of beads, body plies, belt plies, inner liner, and tread. The tire has 2 beads, which are made of steel. They keep the tire on the rim. The body plies or cords give the tire its shape. When the cords are attached to the beads at a 30-degree angle, it is called a bias ply tire. If they are attached at a 90-degree angle, it is called a radial tire. The belt plies reinforce the tread. They can be made of either fabric or steel. The tread grips the road and provides traction. Its condition is critical for vehicle safety. Lastly, the inner liner is formed under the body plies, and for tubeless tires contains the air. The tire must be inflated with enough air to counteract the weight of the vehicle. This will allow the tread to fully contact the road. When the tire is underinflated, the weight of the vehicle pushes on the sidewalls. This causes the center of the tread to buckle, resulting in a loss of traction. An underinflated tire will be worn on both edges. When a tire is overinflated, the pressure causes the center of the tread to expand beyond the sidewall height, again resulting in a loss of traction. An overinflated tire will be worn in the center of the tread. In either condition, traction is reduced, imposing a potential hazard while reducing tire life. As a tire rolls down the road, heat is generated. If the entire tread is in contact with the road, this heat is minimal and can be readily dissipated. An improperly inflated tire creates more heat than it can dissipate. This causes the rubber and cords to literally burn up. Tire pressure cannot be judged by how flat the tire appears. With tires, looks can be deceiving. Radial tires may look low even if they are properly inflated. The tire on the front is correctly inflated, while the one on the rear is 15 psi underinflated. The underinflated tire shows little change in sidewall flex. You must use a pressure gauge for an accurate reading. Improper inflation of a tire will cause excessive wear, generate high temperatures, and lead to catastrophic failure. Ensure your tires are properly inflated. When the tread begins to detach itself from the tire, it is known as tread separation. When the belt begins to detach, it is known as belt separation. This abnormal wear pattern is an early sign of belt and tread separation. Advanced stages will bulge or split the tread. Either condition could be disastrous. Tires partially worn on the inner or outer edge indicate a belt uniformity problem. This will eventually develop into a complete belt or tread separation. The vehicle's suspension system also affects tire wear. Tires must be vertical to the road. If they lean, wear will occur on one edge. Tires must travel straight. If they point in or out, they will slide instead of roll, causing this abnormal wear pattern. When a tire is out of balance, the heavy spot will wear. A bad shock absorber will cause wear spots around the edges of the tire. A tire that has scratches in or pieces torn from the tread indicates excessive spinning. Tire failure can also be caused by a cut, tear, or puncture. Body ply separations can be detected by a lump or bulge in the sidewall. Radial tires have slight low spots or a wavy appearance in their sidewalls. This is normal. This is a tire that has signs of weather cracking or ozone damage. In order to perform a first-class tire inspection, the tire must be clean. Wash and scrape any mud or snow from the tire. Use a systematic approach on each tire. Begin at the hub and work around the tire to the inside rim. Perform your inspection one wheel at a time. Look for loose or missing lug nuts. This is a visual inspection. Lug nuts must be tightened in the proper sequence with a torque wrench. Ensure there are no broken wheel mounting studs. Inspect the condition of the valve stem. Damaged valve stems may lead to sudden air loss. If the valve stem has a rubber coating, check it for weather cracking by bending it slightly. If the weather cracking goes to the core, a leak may develop. Dirt will enter the valve stem if the cap is damaged or missing. This may result in air loss or erratic pressure readings. Replace any caps which do not provide a good seal. Tire pressure is critical to vehicle performance, tire life, and passenger safety. Improper pressures are the leading cause of the most catastrophic tire failures. If the vehicle was recently driven, allow the tires to cool before testing to ensure an accurate reading. Use caution when inflating the tire. Accidental overinflation will stretch the tire and tear the cords. Remember, tire pressure cannot be judged by how flat the tire appears. Looks can be deceiving. The only way to check the pressure is with a tire gauge. Improper tire inflation creates heat and will lead to catastrophic tire failure. Now inspect the rim for damage. Bends, cracks, or splits indicate a hard impact and the possibility of internal tire damage. Mud or snow can easily get trapped on the rim, throwing the tire out of balance. Keep your wheels clean. Next, carefully inspect the sidewall for damage. If there is weather cracking, cuts, tears, or punctures, carefully probe with a blunt instrument to ensure the damage has not penetrated into the cord. Warning: probing a cut tire can be dangerous. A sharp instrument could cause an immediate tire failure or explosion. Wear safety goggles and do not probe too deeply. Look for body ply separation. Remember, radial tires have indentations. Don't confuse them with separations. Sidewalls should not be repaired with a plug. It may cause an immediate air loss. Note what size the tire is. You will need to compare this with the others. Do not mix tires of different sizes. The vehicle will handle erratically and you could lose control. Also, never interchange tire types, even if they are the same size. Radial and bias tires on the same vehicle will impair the performance, causing a dangerous driving situation. If in doubt, the TM9-2610-200-24 contains guidelines for mixing tire sizes and types. Next, scrape any rocks or other debris from the tread grooves. Inspect the tread area. Let's review some of the problems you may encounter. Look for cuts, tears, or punctures. Determine if they penetrate to the plies. Remember, use care when probing a tire. Look for signs of belt or tread separation. Look for over or underinflation wear, suspension alignment wear, and shock or balance wear. Note if the tire has been spun excessively. Use a tread depth gauge for an accurate depth reading. If the tread is worn to the wear bar indicator, the tire is no longer safe and should be replaced. Some tires have marks stamped on the sidewall to show the location of the tread wear indicator. Now, to continue the inspection, check the tire from the underside of the vehicle. Just as before, inspect the sidewall, inspect the rim, clean away any buildup of mud or snow. You must inspect the complete tire. After inspecting all tires, mark the areas which could not be seen. Then move the vehicle. Perform the inspection exactly as before. Scrape rocks from the tread grooves and look for signs of damage. For vehicles with dual tires, remove any rocks or debris from between them. Also check to ensure that they are mounted so the stems are 180 degrees apart. Inspect all tires with the same scrutiny. Develop thorough inspection habits. Set a routine by following the same sequence each time. Use good judgment whenever driving under abnormal conditions. Free running a tire in mud, snow, or on ice will cause the tire bead to break or the tire structure to separate, rupturing the tire. When a vehicle is stuck, never let it accelerate faster than 35 miles per hour. If the vehicle has a blowout, don't panic. Do not slam on the brakes. This will cause the wheels to lock and send the vehicle out of control. Firmly grip the steering wheel while maintaining vehicle speed. Once the vehicle is under control, drive it to a safe area. Gently press the brake pedal and steer the vehicle off the road. You can maintain control as long as you don't overreact. A tire may be punctured or hit severely at any time. Never assume your tires are okay. Check them. Ensure they are properly inflated, and make a thorough inspection each day. If you have a comment, please write to the Commander, U.S. Army Tank Automotive Command. Attention, AMSTA-ML, Warren, Michigan, 48397-5000.